Okay, let's get into what these tests are that we work with commonly. So I do all of my consultations virtually, but that doesn't limit what we can test for you. So we utilize either LabCorp or QuestLabs to do our phlebotomy, to do our blood draws. So if you're in a metropolitan area, odds are there is one of those available to you. If not, we can figure it out. I have clients in Alaska. I have clients in Montana, kind of like middle of nowhere places, but there is a hospital or medical facility usually within max an hour drive. So blood work, yes, sometimes it is necessary to go in and get your blood drawn. So when we talk about blood work, that's what we mean. Going to usually LabCorp or Quest to get a blood draw. Sometimes it's several vials. It can be 8 or 9 vials of blood, especially getting your baseline of everything. So when we say blood work, that's what we're talking about. And when we mention hormone testing, you can test some hormones with the blood work, and that is helpful. And we'll go into who that is most helpful for later. But when we mention other forms of testing like saliva or urine testing, those are both at-home collection kits. So we will mail you a kit. We'll mail you a saliva collection kit, which will consist of 4 tubes, and you will utilize saliva to fill those tubes at least halfway. The morning tube is the biggest, and then you have 3 smaller subsequent tubes you will fill throughout the day. So you will fill the largest tube upon waking, then you will fill the smaller tubes before lunch, before dinner, and before bedtime. And we'll go into who best to use the saliva testing for, but it's an easy at-home process. All the at-home collection kits come with prepaid mailers. So you put everything back in your kit, your samples, put a label on it that's already in your packaging. It already comes with a little packaging thing too. I think it's UPS. So drop it at the UPS store, the UPS box, and I'll get the results in about 7 to 10 days. So that's how that works for saliva testing. For urine analysis, same deal. We utilize Dutch testing, and we'll go into who specifically Dutch testing is best for. But Dutch testing, we usually use the Dutch Complete, which gives us a lot of information. But again, that's an at-home kit. I mailed to your home. It's little strips you will dip in urine, let them dry, and then send everything back in the package to the lab for them to analyze. I'll get the results again in about 10 days. The next analysis, if we decide, hey, there's a lot of gut stuff going on, not sure if we're detoxing properly, a lot of sensitivities going on, get sick a lot, we may consider a microbiome analysis. That, again, is an at-home collection. You will receive a kit in the mail with it's 2 tubes to fill with stool, and there's detailed instructions on how to do that collection. Easy peasy, put it back in the kit, in the human specimen bag, slap your UPS label on it. That one takes about 2 weeks to get back to me. So relatively, it's not a lot of time to get these tests done. The timing does matter where you are in your cycle, and we'll kind of get to that in a little bit when we discuss which test is best for what season you're in. But the testing, I don't want it to overwhelm you. Blood tests are done locally at your local lab. I submit the order. I haven't had any issues with anybody, any of my non-local clients having an issue getting their blood drawn. So blood work is done at your local lab. Stool collection, saliva collection, urine collection is done at home with an easy at-home collection process. So message me if you have any questions about any of the details of the testing processes themselves. We try to make it super simple and easy. We only work with companies who are reputable, who have been in the business a long time and have clear instructions and clear outlined results and have the support clinically as well. It's very important to us. So let me know if you have questions about those. And next, we're going to dive into more about which person is best for which test and why you need to take them and what results they'll give you. So we'll get into that next.